Well, there are many, many impacts of sea level rise that are of concern to us at the Resources Agency. In some ways, almost too numerous to mention. But in particular, we just have many people and many public infrastructure resources that are attuned to the current sea level while the sea level may be changing. And it is not just, as I'm fond of saying, like a bathtub filling up. It's like the 2-year-old cannonballing into the bathtub. So it is only when there is an extreme event that it is driven home in a particular way. And one of the great ironies of doing sea level rise work is that we were considering the science on sea level rise at the Ocean Protection Council at a meeting in Sacramento that began at 9 one morning a few years ago. And at 8 that morning, the tsunami from Japan hit the California coast. And there were two particular places that took a really big hit. And one of them was in my home city of Santa Cruz, where the harbor took a big wave and a complete dock, and a whole series of boats were sunk. There were great videos of showing exactly how the wave came in. And that was at low tide before there's appreciable sea level rise that we project. So when you imagine an extreme event like that hits in 30 or 40 years and hits at high tide and hits after there might be 7 or 10 inches of sea level rise, it will be a totally different experience. It was a real wake-up call to what happens. And I happen to now chair the Ocean Protection Council, and we're working hard to give guidance to local governments on sea level rise, where we actually commissioned scientists to take a hard look at what was going to happen in California. And what the science has done is it's removed that question from the decision-making process. The science is weighing in. Here is what sea level rise is estimated to be and how you should think of planning. And that scientific work means that's not a political question. How you act on it is a political question, but the science is in evidence now. And so that will help us greatly and allow us to form the discussion so it's not subjective or arbitrary, that we have science in place to start to point the way of how we should think about this. Part of what we have to do is educate people so that they're aware of this and it factors into their planning. You can't go wrong if you have an informed public and one that's really involved. You're more likely to get to solutions, and you're more likely to get to solutions that the public buy into.